Hello, folks. My name is Marc Hensley. I'm the director at Calvary Campus, part of Meridzo Ministries, and I'm coming to you tonight talking about the Men of Meridzo and just a brief little message that all of the men are doing that are a part of Meridzo Ministries. And so I hope this video finds you well. And I just wanted to talk a little bit tonight, very briefly, about a lesson that I came to learn last week. It wasn't a lesson that I didn't know previously, but it was just a reality brought home to me that sometimes we can get caught up in whatever we're doing, and that can take our focus about where our mind and our heart should be. And that's sort of what was revealed to me last week, is that I had kind of gotten caught up with ministry work and with mission work here on campus, and I lost my focus. And I was focused on the wrong thing, and that was frustrating to me. I was getting frustrated, and others around me were getting frustrated, and I just wanted to reiterate because the thought popped into my mind of a movie that I saw years ago called The Karate Kid, and in that movie, the young man that was learning karate got all frustrated, and his teacher told him to go back to the basics of life. And so that's kind of my message tonight. I want everybody that hears this to remember to kind of go back to your basis of life as a Christian, and when you were first saved, and how you focused directly on God and Jesus as they spoke to you, and you had just a heart full of Christ in you, and your heart was going to bust. You felt like it was going to bust. And so I just want to take you I had to go back to the basics last week and remember and regain my focus as to why I was here and what I was doing for God. And so I would like to start off with a couple of passages in the Bible that sort of refers to this. The first one that I want to draw your attention to is Proverbs 16, verse 9. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. That's very, very important for me, because when I was asking the Lord about this calling to come to Calvary Campus, I was told and counseled by some very close people to me, one of them being my pastor, that I should take that calling a step at a time and go and follow God one step at a time. And so that's biblical. That's the way God prefers us to do it, a step at a time, and letting Him reveal to us after each step what step is next. The other passage I would like to refer to is found in Colossians, and that is Colossians 3, chapter 3, verse 2. Set your mind on things above, not on things on the earth. Now that's very, very important, because last week I was setting my mind on missions and ministry and things that were earthly, and my eyes were totally off of God. And that's a bad place to be in for a Christian. And so I kind of had to go back, like the movie, go back to the basics of life, the basis of my Christian life, and kind of remember where I was at and why I was here, and to focus on that rather than all of the things that were happening around me. And when I began to do that and I began to seek God back for the original mission of why He brought me here, then I began to realize that that things became clearer. My attitude became better. The frustration went away, and I was relying on God again at a step-by-step procedure for my life and for Calvary Campus. And so it was very refreshing to know that a child of God can go back to the basics of their Christian life and seek ye first the Lord and the kingdom, and to work in a manner that furthers the kingdom, and allow some of this other stuff to just fall by the wayside, because this is very, very important as to why we're here and what we're doing on God's behalf. So I hope this little brief lesson finds everyone well. I thank you for watching and for allowing me to speak a little bit of personal testimony and scripture with you. And I hope that somehow, some way, it's meaningful to you. And you can realize that you can go back to the basics of your Christian life and allow God to sort of refocus your life and your work and your ministry toward what God has initially called you to do. Thank you very much.